Do you see that dollar bill in your wallet or your purse? That one little dollar bill could actually be worth thousands of dollars and you don't even know it. In this video, I'm going to be going over some rare $1 bills that sold for a lot of money that you could potentially have, and they don't even need to be in that good of condition. But let's just jump right into this video. So the first thing you need to know when it comes to the value of your $1 bill is that, as I like to tell my subscribers, that condition is king. Now, what do I mean by that? Essentially, the better condition your paper money is in, the more money it's going to be worth. So if you come across a rare $1 bill, the last thing you want to do is fold it, tear it, or get it damaged or dirty or anything like that. You essentially want to keep it as flat as possible. If you don't have anything to keep it in the meantime, just put it in between a book or something heavy and make sure none of the corners are folded over. Now, as you can see from the condition, this banknote is pretty beat up. It's pretty cool to see this because when you see something like this, it means that it passed a lot of people's hands before someone saw it and said, hey, something's pretty rare here. I think I should hold on to this bill. As you look closer at the bill, you can see that the serial number on this bill is a serial number 1. Now, the chances of you finding a serial number 1 bill is pretty rare, but there are other rare serial numbers out there that are worth money, not just the serial number 1. But without a doubt, the serial number 1 banknotes will always be worth a good amount of money. Now, just imagine this note sold for $2,875. If this note was in better condition, it would have brought so much more money. But during the time period, the people that were handling this note had no idea what it was worth until someone finally saw it and said, hey, I'm going to hold on to this bill because it's pretty cool. It has a serial number 1. So what you need to know is if you have a rare serial number like this one, you could have a note with a lot of money. So here's a 1969 $1 bill. Now, this one was graded by PMG, a 64 EPQ. What you need to know is that 70 is the highest grade, and anything above 60 is uncirculated, pretty much meaning there are no folds on the bill. It never went out into circulation. So essentially, someone went to a bank probably and got a brick of these bills and was looking through them to see if there was any rare serial numbers, and they came across this note that had a solid number 2 serial number, and this note sold for $3,840. Now just imagine coming across a $1 bill with the serial numbers like this and being able to turn that $1 bill into almost $4,000 just like this person did. Now, here is one that you guys are going to really need to pay attention to because this is a small feature that allowed this note to sell for $4,200, and it's not because of the star at the end of the serial number. That is one thing that helped contribute to the value, but is not the main reason. So there's a combination of why this sold for so much money. It is important to know that what the star means. So long story short, during the printing process, if there was an error or some sort of damage or something happening to the sheet of notes, that sheet would get destroyed and they would make a new sheet and they would add a star at the end of the serial number. That star is so they know for bookkeeping purposes which sheet was damaged and destroyed. But we think that they're cool because they have a star and the print runs are relatively almost always smaller. That in combination with the high grade of 67, remember the highest grade we can get in grading is 70. The biggest reason why this note sold for so much money is because this is considered a web note. Now I'm going to show a few examples on the screen of what you need to be comparing to. If you look at Washington's face there, it's going to look a bit different than a normal issued note. Also, the plate positions. On a web note, there's going to be just a number, and on a regular note, there's going to be a number and a letter. It's going to look completely different, but it is a very small feature that can mean the difference of a lot of money. So if you have a web note, especially a web note that's a star as well, you could have a note that's worth a lot of money because this note sold for $4,200. I'm not going to spend too much time on this note, but essentially this one's not even graded, but it was considered to be gem crisp uncirculated, meaning there's no folds on the bill, and this note has a solid number 9 serial number, and it sold for $27,600. That's right, guys, this note sold for $27,600. Hit that subscribe button, it really does help out the YouTube algorithm. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next video.